Hey, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm doing kind of an updated workwear capsule wardrobe because I think it's very fitting for this time of year. It's been really hard to dress, for me personally, it's been really hard to dress in this weather. And I know kind of the end of summer weather and the beginning of that kind of autumn weather, that transitional season, it can be really difficult to know what to wear and to dress for kind of different climates. When it's like outdoors it's hot, but in the office it's cold, because you've got aircon if you're lucky enough, or sometimes it's just working from home, but you kind of, on those days where you do go into the office, you just kind of want to make yourself a little bit more put together so that you feel like you look the part. So I've got, let me double count this, I have a 22 piece workwear capsule wardrobe here for you. I'm going to talk through all of the pieces as quickly as I can, and then I'm going to show you some outfits afterwards. So if you just want to see the outfits, I'll put a timestamp in the description box. But if you want to see the pieces I've chosen and why I've chosen them and just have a bit of a chat through, then don't skip ahead and we'll get into that now. I've also selected these pieces because I feel like a lot of them can be kind of timeless or seasonal, so it depends on how you style them and how you layer them up. So this could, in some ways, it's definitely maybe like 15 of the items I feel like you could have as an all year round kind of capsule. And then one or two of the items I guess you could swap in and out depending on the weather, if it's really hot or really cold or that kind of in between. But a lot of this will work for, say, kind of autumn weather, and it would work the same for spring. So it just depends on like what your style is, or if your style changes from season to season. You know, if you love wearing those kind of rich autumnal tones in autumn, but then you kind of prefer to wear more spring tones in spring, that's absolutely fine. Similar pieces can work, it'll just be maybe pick a different color or something. But if you're like me and you kind of like to wear similar colors all year round, maybe quite a neutral wardrobe, then this will kind of work as one kind of all year round capsule. So I'm going to start with some tops as always. So this first one is a little bit of a wild card. It's just this really nice kind of tape work, if you can see that design, like a tape work kind of top, but it's just a really nice simple basic shape, but it just has a little bit more detail in it. So if your office is, I don't know, some places maybe you can't wear a sleeveless, but like you could throw a blazer or a cardigan over this and it would look really great. And I also don't see what the problem is with arms, but maybe for you, you don't like to wear something sleeveless and you like to have your arms a bit more covered up. It can be layered under like an open shirt or a blazer or a cardigan or something like that, but it's kind of a nice thing that you could wear with a really basic pair of jeans. Okay, the sun is really coming out. But because of the kind of detail in it, it just looks a little bit more elevated, which is nice. So for things like this, you can think of something that kind of has a self pattern or is embellished or just has maybe a really subtle print to it, something that's not just completely solid and basic. But I just really, really love this, and I haven't worn it yet. I found it at a sample sale, but I'm kind of excited to style it up a little bit in these outfits and see what ways that I can wear it. The next one is kind of a similar example, but it's just a very, very basic shirt. This is kind of a little bit more of a kind of a wider shoulder, so it almost sits like a little cap sleeve, and it's quite loose and floaty in the body, so you could wear this really nicely over some skinny trousers, or you could tuck it into some high-waisted trousers or skirt or something like that. And it's 100% silk, so it's really nice and lightweight as well. But yeah, it's just another really kind of good basic, like a nice solid colour that will work with a lot of different bottoms that I have here. Basically all the bottoms this will work with. Next up is something, again, a little bit new to my wardrobe, and I haven't worn it because I have included it actually in my August kind of wardrobe detox capsule wardrobe, which if you didn't know, I'll link more info below or a video on it. But this is just a really nice little cutout blouse. Just haven't had a lot of chance to wear it because it's been so hot. This will lean more towards like in the office with aircon, or kind of coming into the autumn or fall season. But I just love the details of this little cutout, but it's still quite modest. It's still technically a high neck. The only thing you're seeing is a little bit of like shoulder. So really, really love this. And again, nice solid colour, nice kind of floaty fabric, easy to tuck in. Now the next thing I'm sharing, I'm going to just show you all three at once because it's kind of the same thing but just in different colorways. Basically what I'm wearing as well. So the first one is this kind of charcoal grey silk shirt, and I love this because I love to wear things like this either buttoned up on their own. You can kind of tuck them into a pair of jeans or trousers, or you can wear them open and loose depending on what fit your trousers are. So if they're skinnier fit, you could probably wear it buttoned up and loose. If they're more of a straight fit, you might want to tuck in your shirt. If it's flared, maybe you want to tuck it in as well, but just kind of balancing out the proportions. So heavier on top, narrower on bottom, or vice versa, and tuck it outfit wise, not body wise. You can also wear them just open, kind of thrown over a tank top as a shirt. You can grab one in a print. So this is my leopard print silk shirt. So this is really nice, just to add a little bit of detail into your wardrobe, because yeah, it's a work wardrobe, but that doesn't mean it has to be boring. And depending on the environment you work in, I find sometimes if you work somewhere kind of corporate, it can feel like, especially if you're a creative person, you know, you can be creative and work in a corporate environment at the same time. If you feel like you just kind of lose yourself in what you wear to work, sometimes it's nice to have something it's a kind of a more formal piece. It's just a silk blouse, but it has a little bit of personality to it. So you might want to wear a bold colour or a different print. Animal print might not be for you, especially for work, but personally I love it, and I do work in fashion, so I can get away with pretty much any print to work. But yeah, it's just something to kind of add, it's just that little touch of personality. So it could just be you know, a different colour or an interesting fabric, or just, you know, picking the most simple silhouette, which is a shirt, and just personalising it with your own kind of stamp, I guess. And then I have a lighter coloured one as well, just in this kind of creamy colour, which is really nice to like brighten up outfits. This is more of like a spring summer colour for me, and then I think my charcoal one comes out more in like the winterier months, also in summer as well, to be honest. But they're just really handy. You can style with trousers, skirts, jeans if you're allowed to wear them. They work the same way again, depending on the fit. You can tuck them in or wear them open, or kind of both. It can kind of transition throughout the day. If you start off with it closed and buttoned up and then you get hot during the day, you can kind of unbutton it if you have a nice like cami top or vest top underneath. So very handy piece. I love this piece. This is a little cashmere vest, and what's great about this is you can just kind of wear it on its own. And cashmere, although you would consider wool as more of like an autumn winter fabric, cashmere is a bit more lightweight, and it can keep you warm, but it also keeps you cool. So it's really nice as like a vest for summer. It's just really soft. What's fun about this as well is you could always layer up for autumn winter and put a vest like this over a shirt, and you kind of have just that little touch of layering, and also just like that extra layer of warmth as well. So that's fun, and I haven't worn that like that yet, but I would like to try it. So maybe that's what I'll try it in one of these outfits and see what it looks like. It can look better sometimes. Sorry if the light keeps going in and out. It's a very sunny day today. But you can kind of get those vests in like different sizes. So something more oversized might be more for you if you want to layer it over a shirt, or you might like that fitted look. It kind of just depends. Two more bits of knitwear. Like I said, it is a transitional, trans-seasonal kind of wardrobe, but this is my Cezanne jumper. So this is kind of just a nice basic browny oatmeal-y kind of jumper, but it buttons up at the back, so you can wear it as a cardigan or you can wear it as a jumper, so it works both ways. You can just wear the buttons at the back if you want to wear it as a jumper, which I really love about this, because if you do want to build a work capsule wardrobe, you want to make sure your pieces really work for you and that you can get as many options out of them as possible. So having this as a jumper and a cardigan just makes sense to me. Really sunny again. Probably picked the sunniest room to film in today, but anyway, it's nice. I'm getting really hot though. But this is great. You can throw it on over some of your sleeveless tops if you just kind of want a little bit more coverage, or you can throw it on over a shirt if it's kind of even colder again. Wear it as a jumper. You could throw a shirt underneath it and have the collar poking out a little bit, with kind of a round neck jumper like that. So there are many ways that you can mix and match these pieces together and layer them up depending on how hot or how cold you are. And then again, just to add a little touch of colour or personality or something into your wardrobe, I have this lovely kind of calming, just chill blue. It's a really lovely warm blue as well, which suits quite like neutral to warm tone, undertoned people. You could wear something that's a bit more of like a baby blue if you're cooler toned, but this is just, I love this. I don't wear a lot of blue, but this is one thing that I do love. And it's nice, you know, it kind of still looks a little bit smart with the collar and the v-neck. It still almost has like a shirt kind of vibe, or like a polo shirt vibe. But again, style it with trousers, style it with a a skirt, or you could layer it over a dress and then kind of your dress would look like a skirt. Yeah, just love it. It's just nice to have a couple of hints of colour, I think, throughout the wardrobe, or you might just end up feeling a little bit too bored of your wardrobe too soon. So although I showed you those 3 shirts that I have, I could also include this as one of my colours as well, because this would complement these like neutrals really nicely, but it's just flashed you my bra. Did it again. But it's a bit more of a colour, I guess. It's something that I'm really into at the moment. This kind of mossy olive green. Really love it. Moving on to bottoms, I have 4 pairs of trousers and 1 skirt. So I'll show you the skirt first because there is just one. So this is, you'll have seen this a million times. Probably don't even need to show you properly. It's just like a slip, bias cut silk slip skirt. Say that 5 times fast. It's black and white. If you couldn't tell, it's a nice print, really subtle, not subtle, really simple, but kind of just jazzes up some of the more plain basic things you have. So like you could wear it with the blue and it's just a bit more interesting, or with the vest top, and it kind of just adds a little bit of print. Like I said, if animal prints and zebra prints are not your thing for the office or ever, pick a different colour, pick a different print. A polka dot would be really nice. Polka dot, like again, that black and white combo works with a lot of different colours. It would work really nicely with this wardrobe as well, but I think it's just a bit more what's the word, modest, or is that the right word, subdued? I don't know. But polka dots are quite kind of simple print to wear compared to a zebra print, but it's just nice. It's a long length, so it's, you know, you probably don't want to wear anything too short to work. I know I don't anyway, because again, if there's aircon, your legs get cold, and also it shouldn't, but for some reason legs just look less professional. So there you go. So it's always good to kind of veer on the edge of caution and kind of go down the longer skirt route. I have 1 pair of, I guess, kind of like a white, off-white tapered leg trouser. Really nice to have a tapered leg. They have an elasticated waist at the back, which is nice, but they have kind of like a button-up fly, so they still look like quite smart trousers, but the elasticated waist makes them comfy. Makes it easy to tuck things in as well, because you've got that room in the waistband, and the tapered leg is just really nice and easy to wear. Just wear it with like simple ballet flat or loafer or something like that. I've included a pair of cream trousers, wide leg. You could also get these in a black. If I do have a black pair, and I included 2 different pairs of black trousers, so I included my kind of creamier ones for the wide leg, but a black pair is great as well. It's like a typical work trouser really, but just find a pair that really fit you really nicely, and a fabric that's kind of like heavy enough to feel like good quality and just to hang really well on your body. But these are really high-waisted for me, which I love. I don't like anything too mid-rise that kind of sits on my stomach or like halfway down it, because then I don't want to wear as like a nice fitted top with it. Whereas if this is high-rise on me, I'm happy to wear a fitted top to my waist and kind of have my outfit fitted to here and then kind of go out from there. I do also have a pair of, I feel like I'm going to get really hot trying to try on all these things, but this is kind of like a stretchy, skinny black trouser. And lots of different brands do trousers like this. And these, again, I picked up at a sample sale and I haven't yet worn them. I've only just altered them to fit me a couple of weeks ago. And again, just too hot, but I'm looking forward to wearing them in autumn. I think they'll look great with my Cezanne jumper, just as a jumper, or this kind of v-neck blue jumper, just kind of worn loose over them, or a little front tuck. We'll try it all on and see anyway, but I really like them, and I think it's nice to have a skinny option. Like I said, for like the baggier tops, it's nice to have a skinny option, and then it's nice to have a wider leg option when you want to wear a more fitted top. And then last but not least, I kind of included these as an alternative, like if you can't wear jeans but maybe you could get away with like leather trousers to work, or if you can wear jeans but you just, I forget how noisy my street is, or if you can wear jeans but you would just rather be a little bit more dressy, these kind of fit like a pair of straight leg jeans, so I love them. These kind of tend to come out when it gets a bit colder, for a couple of months anyway. I get my wears out of them. I've had them now, I think this will probably be my 3rd winter in them, so that is exciting to get these back out, but really love the fit of those, and I'm really not looking forward to putting them on today. But let's see how, again, it looks so nice with just like a silk blouse. Silk blouse and leather trousers I feel like is a really beautiful balance of like something super classic and delicate and I guess, yeah, just classic and simple. And then you've got like the kind of contemporary leather edgier trouser. I think it's a beautiful mix. So for jackets, I have included this cute little jacket that, again, was a sample sale purchase and haven't gotten around to wear, but it's something a little bit different to a blazer, which I'm going to talk about next. And it's just in this really nice brown colour, which I think will just kind of offset the browns and neutrals in my wardrobe really nicely. It's a nice kind of shorter length, so for anything that you do have that's high-waisted, or if you're just trying to draw more attention to your waist a little bit, it's nice to have that kind of length, because a lot of blazers are more of like a hip length, and if you are a bit more hip conscious, maybe you don't always want blazers that end at the hip. You can get them longer than that, but more like a mid-thigh or like kind of high thigh level, but a nice little kind of short kind of cropped jacket is nice too. But I do love my long line blazers. This is just a single breasted one, really nice, plain black, all good. Not much I can say about it other than it goes with everything. So that's fun. And if you have a black blazer and a black pair of trousers, it feels like you have a suit. And if you're into suits, maybe you're into leopard print suits like me. This is my absolute baby and I haven't worn it in ages. So again, not looking forward to putting it on today because it's really hot out. But it's kind of a heavy leopard print, and then it comes with a pair of, if you're a long time subscriber you'll have seen this already, kind of like a long pair of wide leg culottes. This is from the brand Mother of Pearl, which is like one of my all-time favourite brands since I moved to London and interned with them. It was the first job I had, and ever since I've just loved that brand. So I did find these on like the Outnet, I think it was the Outnet or Ukes, that's like the Net-a-Porter's like discounted websites. So absolutely love this. It didn't cost me too much, and just really looking forward to getting more wear out of it because it's just amazing. And I like to wear that when it's not super hot. I can wear it either, you know, the bottom of a t-shirt. I've worn that before in summer when it wasn't like 30 degrees, more like a 22 degrees. That and a sandal, or I throw the blazer over like jeans and a tank top. And both together I tend to wait until autumn and winter and the weather cools down a bit. But looks great with a t-shirt under it. Looks great with a polo neck under it, or you know, kind of a round neck cashmere jumper. Love so much. So I've got 4 pairs of shoes to show you. The first is just a very, very classic work shoe, and that is a loafer. These are a pair of brown loafers because I feel like the brown sits a little bit better with this kind of colour scheme. Again, you could get black, you can get more of kind of like a light beige or a white, you could get a leopard print, you could get kind of like a check or a grey, whatever colour. You could get a really nice pop of like blue, or red is a great option. Basically, like I said, any colour, any print, whatever works for you and your wardrobe. I've also chosen a really classic pointy toe kitten heel, just for a really dressy option if you do work somewhere corporate and you have to wear like a closed toe shoe with a heel. These are just a really nice, these are a really nice option just with a tiny heel as well. So just really easy to wear, and you don't have to like worry about if you have your pedicure done or anything like that. Nice closed toe, really cool. And just this kind of mesh detail is just a little bit edgy. So that added touch of personality again. The next pair of shoes I have are these just classic slingbacks, the kind of Chanel dupe that I wear a lot, and you'll probably have seen me wear a lot, and you've seen a lot of people wear them. But they're just a really nice work shoe because they're just quite a low heel, so they're kind of comfy if heels are somewhat comfortable to you. Nice closed toe. Because most of the shoe is that kind of beige colour, it kind of is just quite neutral, but then the little toe cap in black is just a really nice little feature. So I love these, and I just feel like they go with absolutely everything. And then it wouldn't be a transitional wardrobe if I didn't include at least 1 pair of boots. So these are just a really nice neutral, kind of like a really peachy brown kind of leather, a lot lighter than a tan. So it kind of just works really well with a lot of these pieces, and I think would look amazing with this suit. Love the mix of beige and blue. I think it'll look really good with trousers or jeans or skirts, and especially I find some ankle boots that only come up maybe to here just don't look as flattering on the leg. So I like when something comes up a little bit higher, just personally on my leg shape as well. It might be slightly different for you, but I find with skirts, sometimes an ankle boot to here doesn't look as flattering. So it's nice to have just that extra bit of length when you wear dresses or skirts, especially like a midi length skirt or dress. So I love these. These were, I found them on Vinted, but they were originally H&M as well. So if you want to have a little search. And the heel is really interesting because it's kind of a wide heel, but then from the side it looks like a stiletto. So it's nice to have the look of a stiletto but have the comfort of a block heel at the same time. So let's go and try all of this stuff on, see what outfits we can come up with, and I will let you know as well in the video caption title how many outfit combinations we would have out of these, taking into account that I can't wear this shirt with this suit and that's about it really, but everything else is kind of plain and we'll mix and match.